Legally Lips, oh what a name. 5 years of law, her claim to fame. Giant lips, they steal the show. She waltzes in, they seem to grow. Negligent suits, they piled up fast. Her legal career, it didn't last. Legally Lips, oh sensitive soul. Low self-esteem took quite a toll. Tacit stagery, her heart's desire. But the bar said, girl, you're playing with fire. Muppet remarks, she's quick to sue. Defamation, nah, it's just the truth. La, 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 la. She botched a case, forgot the date, left her client in a sorry state. The bar stepped in, said lips behave. Discipline came like a tidal wave. Now she's crying in her Botox chair. Why's the world so mean and unfair? Legally Lips, oh sensitive soul. Low self-esteem took quite a toll. Tacit surgery, her heart's desire. But the bar said, girl, you're playing with fire. Muppet remarks, she's quick to sue. Defamation, nah, it's just the truth. Na na na, na 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 na, na na na, na 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 na. Call me a Muppet, I'll see you in court. Her latest lawsuit, it's her favorite sport. But the judge just laughed, threw the case right out. Legally Lips, what's this all about? Her lips so big they block the sun, yet she thinks she's fooled everyone. 5 years in, she had to quit before the bar could throw a fit. Now she's posing for selfies galore, with lips that could knock you right to the floor. No defamation, just honest talk. Those lips could star in a Muppet walk. Legally Lips, oh sensitive soul. Low self-esteem took quite a toll. Tacit surgery, her heart's desire. But the bar said, girl, you're playing with fire. Muppet remarks, she's quick to sue. Defamation, nah, it's just the truth. Na, 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 na. So here's to Lips with her pouty frown, the lawyer who left with the plastic crown. Legally Lips, we wish you well, but maybe chill with the lawsuit spell. Your lips are fine, let the Muppets be. Find some peace, set your spirit free.
And just because I watch a video or parts of a video doesn't mean I'm a stalker.
It's medium smart, dropping bombs on your nipples. Mic drop, then alarms while they press snooze. Mainstream spinning, but I won't play that game. A nuclear flow, turning that truth from motivational flame. Megan Fox crushing all the talking heads as they spoon feed their paid piggies. Gotta keep them misled with blazing Lego vision. I see all the signs exposed in the agenda. Miss these epic rhymes. Intellectual assault on the mainstream. Not in the current of the mainstream. Medium smart will never be silenced. They won't let spin, fighting appliance. Pretend intellectual assault on the mainstream. Never ride in the current of the lame stream. Bro, I can burn water, but I'm spitting facts. Top shelf, sorting mass facts. Reporting news, and not like you make it. I'm award winning, and I don't have to fake it. Megan Fox, an authentic voice, giving the masses a hard-hitting choice. That umbrella guy, hammering his song, while Megan Fox rights those wrongs. Now we hit the end of this tune, declaring what it isn't even new. Making dinner and still chopping rhymes like granite. In my area code, please, you're not even on my plan. Yeah, you're outclassed and you never knew. By the time I press singleize a through, breaking stories while you're chasing hunches. I'm a news titan, never pulling punches.
What's up, my friends and probably family members out there and people who know me? How are ya? And some of you who don't. Hope you had a good day. Chug, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. I am doing great. I'm working on my book. It's amazing. My tell-all.
Your tell-all. What is this book called?
Chicken skin for the soul. You know?
Chicken skin for the soul.
That's right. Yeah, you remember chicken soup for the soul? Well, we got
I
chicken
do.
skin for the soul. You know.
Weird because, chicken soup for the soul came up in our Laura Owens coverage. So now we have chicken skin for is it for the soul or for the soulless?
No, it's for the soul. I haven't decided if it's for the SOUL or SOLE though. The soul, like the shoe.
Chicken skin. I think I like chicken skin for the soulless, frankly. But you do you. It's your book. You're gonna have to make it the way you like it. That's the important part. Folks, I don't know if you've guessed yet, but if you saw my thumbnail, it said Anti-Hales exposed. And we have another weirdo report for you tonight that is shocking, upsetting, that involves one of these actors. And you may have guessed from the opening that it might be Lips. Yes. There is news on the Lips front. And believe me, it's going to blow your mind. Tug, what was the reaction you had when you found out this piece of news we're going to drop tonight?
It's a bit disturbing. You know what? With these people, it's disturbing and yet never surprising. Nothing is, but as far as that's concerned, I would say disturbing is probably the reaction. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, I've known about this little piece of information for a while, but I didn't really know what to do with it until Lips decided to go public with it. So I guess that was her choice. She made the choice. The last piece of information we had from her was her faking her death with her obituaries all over the place and sending them to her family members, which was really cruel.
Yes.
And also disturbing.
That ended up with its own proof, which was really interesting because the ecosystem tried to blame a bunch of people. They tried to immediately go with Veteran Nation, which no, there's actually proof that's not Veteran Nation who did that at all. So yeah. So and I have confirmation from family members that she personally sent it to them. So she did it. Clearly, she did it. No, she's not in the hospital, Ralph. She should be, probably. And, but no, Legally Lips has a new career. She has a new job. And before we drop that information, because she's, I should probably just do it right now because she's probably going to pull it all down the second that I did screen record though. So it is, it's going to be there whether or not she pulls it down because I screen recorded what's there. And she has started a new YouTube channel. This channel is called Whimsical World of Chemistry. Now, why would she be starting a YouTube channel called Whimsical World of Chemistry with a bunch of videos of what looks like her teaching a class? That would be because Legally Lips has reinvented herself again as a high school teacher. Oh, yeah. She is a teacher at Windermere High School in Florida right now for high schoolers. And it will not surprise... Mm-hmm. Which she herself, again, to make this known, which she let the world know. So just to make it clear again.
I've known about this for months, but I haven't said anything because I didn't really know how to deal with it until she went ahead and made this YouTube page that is open to the public. Now, there's something real strange about this. Let me see if you can figure out what it is.
The YouTube channel is there. It's called Whimsical World of Chemistry. It is there so that when you miss class and you miss a lecture, or maybe you're a little confused on a lecture, or maybe you weren't paying attention that day and you want to go back, okay? you can go back to the YouTube channel and you can watch the lecture to give you some more understanding of what you're doing. Okay? So let me go ahead and.
Okay, I don't know if this music is copyrighted. Every single video is like this. Every single video is like with these. I think she has these weird purple lights in her classroom. Purple and pink lights. Like, I don't know how anybody can learn like this, but okay. Here's another one. I don't know how she thinks people are going to go back and see these lectures, because when she writes on that board, the glare is so bad you can't see it.
You can read it. Yeah.
No, you can't read it. It stays white. It stays white. And like, it's so disturbing to look at because there's all this stuff going on the screen. Like, I can't learn anything watching this. How are you going to learn? Like, her brain is so screwed up. I don't know how a high school hired her. First of all, she doesn't have a teaching certificate to my knowledge. I have looked it up. Her teacher's license was expired. She had one. She used to teach. And I don't see that she's had it reinstated. You're allowed to teach high school in Florida with an advanced degree. So she has a JD. And so I guess that means she can teach. I don't know how she's qualified to teach chemistry, but that's what she's teaching. And I think you have a certain amount of time to get your license reinstated or whatever. So far, I have not seen her license on the Florida teachers thing being, reinstated. But in case you don't believe me, here's the Windermere High School, Orange County Public Schools page with the administration. And here's the faculty and staff. And right there, let's see, let me change the color here. Let's go to red. Right here, right there. There she is. Leslie Verderigos teaching chemistry. Yeah. So there's that. That has happened. And the weird part is, like, she was faking her death and making obituaries for herself while she was teaching high school. Anybody else find that strange?
I find it all strange.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I feel like I'm living soap opera or some weird shit.
Someone in the chat just went, what? What? Yeah.
ADA protected.
Look, here's one of the things that concerns me about this too. In today's day and age, how many times have we seen these teachers who are taking advantage of kids, right? And it concern her behavior in the past and the stuff that she does online. It freaks me out in that respect. She doesn't seem to be a safe person to me to be around people's kids, but I don't know. I guess I could be wrong. All right, so in this one, I was going to show you this one. Can you play that? Oh, why is it? Oh,
You are so close. Okay, you're right there. Go ahead, Maddox.
The repulsion of electrons in different atoms.
Absolutely. You're right there. You're right there. Like, it has everything to do with the repulsion, right? Not so much.
I'm pretty repulsed. I have to tell you, I'm pretty repulsed by this. I feel repulsion as well. Also, can I just point out that in this particular thing, here's another reason why I'm concerned for the kids in her class. Everybody remembers the Bully Exterminators website, right? Everyone remembers that? What she was doing with Bully Exterminators, taking people on Facebook who she didn't know, putting their faces online and bullying the fuck out of them, basically. Changing their faces, making weird AI videos. We saw what she did with the Hodunks videos. Is there any doubt in anyone's mind that if one of her students, usually a female student, were to get on her nerves, too bad, that she wouldn't start a bullying campaign, anonymous bullying campaign against her? I mean, that's the thing that would scare me the most about this. Her behavior and track record, this can't be. Did they Google search her at all? I just find this crazy. I find this crazy that a high school must have done no investigation into her background at all and just hired her. And now she's turning her classroom into her own personal Make Leslie Famous project, which is what everything she does always turns into, right? Leslie wants attention. Leslie's going to get attention one way or the other because that's what she does. So she is now putting all of her, well, it looks like she's only done one class thing. And this weird video, oh my gosh, watch this one. It's her weird music. Do you hear her going, chemistry? Chemistry. Chemistry.
Chemistry.
Chemistry. Chemistry. Chemistry. Chemistry. The fuck? Oh, I don't know if these are like her. I think those are her actual students. So I'm not going to put that on the screen. But she did. She put this out publicly. She put like faces of her students in this video. Here, I'll fast forward ahead a little bit so we can hear more of this amazing song. Chemistry. Look at her classroom. It's so crazy. Did you see that? Look at this classroom. It looks like her OnlyFans set that she was doing on TikTok.
This stuff, man.
Look at the classroom, Tug. What would you think if you were a parent and you go in for parents' night and this is the classroom you see? Let's see that again. I'm going to slow it down. Actually, let's slow that down. Let's slow it down to like there, 50%. Okay, turn the sound off. Let's just watch the classroom go by. Is this a learning environment? It looks like a nightclub. What the actual hell? This person has such a disturbed mind. How did she make... don't they do psychological exams for teachers?
I don't think so.
Do they? No, they should. Because if I walked into this in a high school classroom and I'm a supervisor or a principal or whatever, I'd be like, Leslie, you can't have a classroom that looks like this. No one can concentrate with pink light. Like blue light has been proven to be calming and helps people focus. Okay, maybe blue light, but hot pink? Oh my God. All right. Rosalind says she thinks it looks like AI. You think the whole class? No, I think that's lighting that she has in there. Look, she's got pink lights on the ceiling. Look, right there. Do you see those pink lights up on the left? And glow in the dark? Crap. Oh my God. What is happening? And black lights?
Yeah, I think that's the class. Uh-huh.
I think that's the way she has her classroom. Because look at the reflection in the floor. You can see the pink lights in the floor. No way did AI do that. And if you look at the videos that she's made, all of them are her in this pink light. No, Shizzy, I don't agree that it's AI. I don't. I think this is the way she decorated her classroom. Look at the reflection of the pink lights in the floor. It looks like a nightclub, like a disco. There's something. How did people not see that there's something wrong with her? Soon, JDT says, soon someone will be just a disbarred teacher. We can only hope, because I'm disturbed for these kids too. I don't think this is a good learning environment. And I definitely, more kids' faces. Well, they're blurred here. We can't really see them. So that's good. Wow. What is she doing? What is she doing? Yeah, it sure looks like they're all under pink lights. Just saying. Just saying. I mean, I find this to be incredibly disturbing. So anyway, the rest of it has a bunch of her students' faces, so I don't want to put those up here. And then she has some kind of intro video. I don't know what this is about. It must have something to do with her class or something that they were studying, because she has like maybe a tutoring video or something about electronegativity and bonding, which you can hear a little bit of here.
Electronegativity and bonding. Atoms pull on the electrons as they share in bonds, and one atom often has a greater pull on the electrons. Electronegativity is the ability of an atom, of an element, to attract electrons towards itself.
Okay, that's enough. That's about all I can handle.
Does recording a student violate the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act? It does, doesn't it? Because that
It
deals.
might.
I think it does. I was looking up Florida. I was curious about, I was asking AI if recording, because especially if it's done without parental consent, posting it online, what does that violate? And they were like, well, two-party consent definitely would be violated in there, but also the FERPA, they're probably violated too.
It's possible. You are supposed to sign a thing at the beginning of the year that says you consent to your kid's picture on social media or whatever, because it may be used. I never consent to that.
Randomly recording class is a little different,
Yeah, I don't.
Having a,
Yeah, I know. I noticed the 6-7 also. I don't know if you guys know the 6-7 joke, but like all teachers are trying to use it and it's really not working. But she's trying to be down with kids, which is something teachers do. So whatever. But it's just, I worry about these kids under her care. I don't think this is a good idea. I really don't. And I don't know what the hell Windermere was thinking and why they didn't do a basic Google search on her. You know what else I was thinking? Did you see that? It's not a private school, folks. It's a public school. Did you see that documentary about the mom who bullied her own kid? Remember that? She went to jail because she sent all these horrific text messages to her own daughter. I have some serious concerns that we're dealing with a similar type of person who could hurt one of these kids really badly. Just based on her past behavior and what she has done to other people that we know on Facebook, like Ania Waterman, like other people we've seen her do. I just have a really bad feeling about it. And I'm not the only one. Members of her family reached out and actually told me about this information months ago because they were concerned about her being and doing this. But at the time, I didn't know what to do. I mean, I was kind of thinking, well, maybe she's dropping all this law stuff and she's going to go into a new field and fix her life and stuff. But thinking about it, it's like, oh, this is a recipe for disaster. It just is. If somebody, if one of those kids hurts her ego, says something, does something, that's all it's going to take for that to become a real bad situation for that kid, especially with all of the skills that she has with making websites, staying off the radar, making these, AI posts with people's faces. I mean, I don't like it. I don't like it. Again, remember, don't contact anyone. Please do not contact anyone that we talk about or the school itself. These things have a way of working out. But it is strange, real strange to me that, and if you happen to be a citizen of Windermere, if you happen to live in Windermere, you have every right to go to the school board meeting if you wanted to talk about it. That's something you could do. But the rest of you out there, don't contact the school. If you're a local person, well, you do what you do. But Wow. It's crazy to me. And again, also the way she keeps reinventing herself. And yet every reinvention ends up with a YouTube page or some forward-facing social media is strange to me. It's just really weird. She is seeking validation through internet fame. And why would you need to do that as a school teacher? Why would you? I think it's weird. I think it's super weird. I think we shocked Tug. We lost him. He's having a stroke at the moment. Are you stroking out? He's gone.
No, I'm just kind of stunned with I'm looking at stuff on the kid thing. You know?
Oh, you are? What did you find anything good?
Yeah, I very much believe they are violating several laws in Florida.
Well, I expect her to take it down as soon as she realizes that it's been discovered. But again, why did she put it up?
Yeah, why do it to begin with? If you feel like you got to take it down, you know.
She put it up because she wanted she has a desire that is never ending. She has a desire for people to see her, and she wants to be noticed, and she wants to be famous. Oh, this one really pissed me off. I don't think I can play it because it has a song that's probably copyrightable. Wait, let me hear it real quick. Yeah, I don't know if that's a song that's copyrighted, but let's not risk it. But here's what she put up on her school thing. Happy Halloween from Miss Leslie in her weird wigs with the weird. I mean, what is this? Why? I just don't know any teachers who act like this. Do any of you know high school teachers who do this? Sitting on a swing in a mini dress.
Yeah, it's the norm, right?
This is dangerously close to that stuff she was putting on TikTok. Like I don't get this. And it's what do you think the school kids, what do you think they think about this? You think high schoolers look at this and they think, "Oh, my teacher, she's cool," or do they think, "Oh my God, my teacher's got problems"?
I don't think they look at any teacher and think they're cool. So.
No, I don't either. But I mean, it's like here, I got to show you this because she keeps writing on this board, right? She's writing on this board. But every time she goes to write on the board, you can't see a damn thing. And yet she says that this is for them to come back and look at. She says this is for them to learn if they missed a class. But it's filmed so poorly that look at the board. Here, watch her write on the board. You cannot see a damn thing. Look it. Nothing.
That's amazing.
So this is not about tutoring or teaching. Also, that top is about 3 sizes too small and too tight for a school teacher. It's totally inappropriate. Secondly, this is not about tutoring them after the fact because you can't read it. Oh, and she's writing backwards, so the image is reversed. So this is just about highlighting Leslie and what she's doing and making her the center of attention. This is not for tutoring because you can't read the board. It's written backwards. And it's just her in a too tight top filming herself in front of a classroom. What? What the hell? What the hell is going on? It's just so nuts. I'm transfixed by this.
Orbitals. We had the first orbital and the second orbital, and everybody's holding their negative charges. And I said, oh, the electrons in front were pushing back. Remember that repulsion back on the other electrons?
Yes, I remember the repulsion. I'm very repulsed.
It's that repulsion that is going to create a lot of the shape that you're going to see today, the shapes I'm going to give you today. Okay, but good job.
I actually would love it if someone who knew chemistry would watch this video and be like, does she know what she's talking about or not? I actually never took chemistry, so I wouldn't have a clue. I have no idea. But it's interesting because to me, she doesn't sound real confident. She does not sound real confident, but also, like, is this is the best they could do in Windermere? Aren't they like a super wealthy neighborhood? And yet they hired Lips. Legally Lips. Does she dance? You know, I haven't seen her dance for the class yet, but that could happen.
And she could teach them lawyerisms.
Lawyerisms, yeah, she could.
Out of you. All right. So that being said, I don't know where did I put my glass? Oh, over my hand. Sorry, guys. Okay. So now what we're going to do, we are going to go through 6 different shapes with their angles and the number of bonds. And you need to write this down because when I'm done giving you this information, we are going to come into our atomic circle, our atom, for circle time.
For circle time. Okay, go get your marshmallows and your toothpicks.
You're gonna grab marshmallows and toothpicks and you're gonna create the structure for me.
In this weird pink lighting that no one ever makes people want to throw up. Honestly, I feel sick. Like, I can't watch the lighting anymore. No, we're not gonna do this all night. I'm just showing you Legally Lips' brand new iteration of herself. She's Legally Lips 4.0 now. Is she on 4.0 or 5.0? I've lost count. Is it season 5 or 6? I don't know. But she's a high school teacher now. That's what she's doing. By the way, she's still being sued by us. And I wanted to point out, Tug, you know what we never talked about?
What's that?
Do you remember when we were told we had 21 days, and then if we didn't withdraw our motion,
$300,000, baby.
$300,000 because they were going to file their motion for sanctions?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to disclose something right now. Honestly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I paid a settlement. You know.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
You did. You settled without me.
Of course, you know.
Yeah,
doll hairs.
What was that?
300,000 doll hairs.
Doll hairs?
Yeah.
How dare you, sir?
Well, that's what AI thought that 2L said, you know. It was like moose shell and doll hairs. So.
Oh, God.
And tortious interference.
Tortious. I will tell you
Torches.
that that deadline came and went. And they never filed their motion for sanctions. And so we never filed ours. So because they didn't put it in. Basically, they fired that off. And then Randy fired off one that said, yeah, if you put that in, we're going to put ours in.
We're really coming for you.
Yeah. And they never did. And guess what? Who doesn't owe them $300,000? That's right. These guys right here, us. So I'm just saying, maybe you guys should double check what the flea bags are telling you, because none of it makes any sense. All of it is garbage. But yes, they are still being sued. We are waiting for a hearing date for the judge's calendar to open up. I found out that apparently this judge on the case has a very, very full calendar. And unlike other judges who allow booking out 6 months, this judge only does it for 1 month or a couple weeks or something. And so everything's always booked up, and you have to call like every week to try and get a date on the calendar. It's a little nuts. But that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for the judge to give us a hearing. So we shall see. We shall see what happens. But that's the update with Legally Lips. She is now a high school teacher, and I hope to God that we don't see a headline coming out of Windermere anytime soon about a teacher, doing inappropriate things to a kid, no matter what those inappropriate things are. I don't know what they could be. They could be bullying. They could be lots of things. And I hope we don't see that, because I don't think this person is safe. That's my opinion. I don't think she's a safe person. I think I've got plenty of evidence to back that up based on her past behavior with all of us and other people we've seen on Facebook, etc. So say a prayer, folks, for the kids of Windermere. They're probably going to need it. All right. What's next? Oh, tonight we are going to have a Rumble exclusive, because I'm dying to hear from Fleabag's own mouth all about throwing Bruce under the bus. Dying. Aren't you dying to hear that, chat?
Oh my God.
What are you reading now? I feel like you're distracted.
I am. I'm working on the bench though. You want to hear this? It's pretty funny. I'm working on the bench. Oh, it's called the memorial bench that never was. Because
is this is this a chapter in your book?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
This is one of the entrees. We break them down in entrees, appetizers. Because chicken skin. Yeah.
Gotcha. Do you need some mood music to read this too?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Always use it.
Okay. There we go.
You know what separates me from the average person? Follow through. Now, some people argue online. I build monuments. That would be Elisa's statement. It all started when I learned someone in quote unquote my circle had a loss, a real one, a loved one gone too soon. And like any decent human being, I saw an opportunity. Now, their tragedy wasn't mine. Not exactly, but spiritually and possibly financially, I felt connected. Mainly because I was already in a feud with the same neighbor who allegedly had taken down the previous memorial. Now, allegedly, that's no proof, but let's be honest, when you're as intuitive as I am, proof is just a slower version of learning. So... slower version of learning. So there I was, scrolling through my feed when I saw my chance for redemption and engagement. I went live, imagining soft piano music in the background, my AI eyes heavy with sincerity. Friends, I said, today we stand for what's right, or whether we sit for justice. So,
we sit.
Just like that, the Memorial Bench fundraiser was born. Not just a bench, a statement, the physical embodiment of compassion and clapback energy. The goal, $4,000. The reason, vague. The motivation, petty. And did my audience eat it up? Oh, they ate it up like mashed potatoes after a funeral, baby. I'm still working on it there. That's about as far as I'm in.
I love it. I love it. I think it is fantastic.
It's great so far.
Yeah, it's going to be a great read.
I think I'm going to have a section on. I think I'm going to have a section on people in cruise ships. I think we need one of those. Of course, we need to why hire legitimate friends when you can pay off a felon. I think that's a pretty good one too.
Yep, I don't hate it.
We have the cricket betrayal, because of course the cricket, that one's already done in. Let's see. We have I'm a supermodel, digitally speaking, because why be yourself when you have AI?
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Why be yourself when you have AI? That's a great chapter.
Right.
I love that. I love that chapter title. Mm-hmm.
The betrayal diet, because you can feed yourself spiritually on betraying everyone you know. And then of course we have the fundraiser of the century. The 56K from one person. That will be good. And so on. Oh, and yes, of the lawyer, of course. We can't forget, Your Honor, I object to mediocrity. That will be the one. That's going to be the title for it.
Speaking of mediocrity. So this is interesting. So Paint Chips has done something really mediocre. I mean, of all the things that he could have done. He's trying real hard. I guess we have to give him some credit for trying to be funny, but he keeps failing in such a terrible way. He just fails and fails and fails and fails, and he doesn't seem to understand how he fails. So let me show you the latest image of his attempt to give me a nickname that will stick.
I he's
Did
missed
you
the
mute
mark.
while coughing? Oh my God. Haven't you
I
learned
did.
by now? That's another one I need to
I
put
did.
in there. Why mute while coughing? That's a good chapter
Why
too.
mute while coughing?
Yeah, I want to add that. Let's see. Why mute while
Yeah, I've had a
coughing?
really bad allergy couple of days, so you'll have to excuse me. You're going to hear that again. All right. This is Paint Chip's attempt to I don't know what. He's made a garbage pail kid out of someone who he thinks looks like me, but it's not even close. This is called Melon Head Megan. It has no context whatsoever. It doesn't look anything like me. I don't understand the context. I don't get it. I don't. So I had to show him how to do it properly. Because if you're going to make a garbage pail kid out of me, you should probably do it like this. Now, this makes much more sense.
Yeah.
There we go. There she is. Medium smart Megan. Melonhead Megan doesn't make sense. And look, she's obsessed with her hair. She's constantly talking about it. And of course, yes, Megan's melons would have been funnier. In high school, they used to call me Megan Melons, actually, but he still missed the mark. Like, he didn't even go for Megan Melons. He went for Melon Head, which doesn't make any sense. If he went for Megan Melons, you know, the play on the super tits, I could understand that. That would be funny. But wearing a watermelon on my head, I just don't even get. But this one is much better. Medium smart Megan. And anyway, frankly, chat, I think this could be the new Muppets. I think that maybe you guys ought to start making new avatars for yourselves with garbage pail kids. Because I know Jeremy, somebody goes, Jeremy's going to want that card. Here he is. I need that card for my collection. Jeremy, we may have to print a bunch of these for you to sell. You know, that's actually a great idea. Jeremy, if you figure out a way to print these, I will sign them and you can sell them. How about that? I will do it. It'll be hilarious. ChatGPT is pretty good at this. Grok is not good at it. Not at all. Tug, if we were to make you a garbage pail kid, what would you be?
I don't know. I don't know.
I have to think about that.
Yeah, I have to think of that.
We have to think about that.
On it.
Yeah, it's probably copyrighted. We'll have to come up with a different name.
No, you can do parody and satire with stuff.
Well, that's true.
So that's why so many people have gone out and done their parody and satire, goofed off with things, you know. So we can make them.
Yamaha says, "Step aside, Muppets. Garbage pail kids are back in town." That's right. Jeremy says he's going to find a printer. Great. I'll send you the image, and you can do what you want with it. But I will sign them. I will sign. They will be worth tons of money. Tons. I'm telling you right now, these are going to be huge. In fact, I've got a. Let's see. There we go. I'll just switch my. There we go. I'll switch my avatar. See, I have it on set for my avatar now. You know, it's funny. Paint Chips doesn't understand the trash can children. That's funny. Paint Chips doesn't understand what's funny. We love making fun of ourselves over here. We have a good time doing it, but he's just so bad at it. Like, this is so terrible. Honestly, look at this. Here, let's go back over to Paint Chips. This is so bad. Like, it doesn't make sense and it doesn't make anyone laugh. The medium smart Megan makes people laugh. Melonhead Megan doesn't make any friggin' sense. None. Zero. And it also doesn't look anything like me. You have to make it look like it, which is why my cartoon of Paint Chips is so hilarious, because it looks exactly like him. They don't seem to understand how to do this. Oh, Blue Bucket Kids. That's funny, chat. The Blue Bucket Kids. I love it. I love it. I have a hilarious cartoon of Paint Chips that is on the, here it is. Look, it looks just like him. That's why it's funny. You have to make it look more like the person, or no one's going to know what the hell you're talking about.
Beast 13 says melons belong below the shoulder. Totally. That's really funny. All right. So,
It is creepy when Paint Chip starts commenting on melons, though. That is a little creepy.
I know it's true, but I mean, I'm actually shocked he didn't, because that's normally how he goes. That's normally the direction he goes.
Well, because it didn't involve man's parts. If it would have been, you notice all of his stuff is about men parts. So.
That's true. That's because he doesn't like women very much.
Exactly. You know, he picked up certain habits in prison. And again, you know, if that's his thing, he should just come out and admit it.
I like Garbage Hales Kids. That's funny.
Garbage Hales Kids. That's actually really good.
That's really good. Garbage Hales Kids. That's hilarious. Yeah, listen, chat, I would like to show off your Garbage Hales Kids that you make. So if you make them, send them to me. I would love to see them. And you can either tag me on Twitter at Megan Fox Writer, or you can send them via email, meganfox.writer@protonmail.com. I'm sure Tug would like to see them as well. He is at granularheaven@gmail.com. You can send them to us and we will show them. It will be hilarious. Maybe I'll make a new music video out of them. It'll be great. So Muppets are out. Garbage Pail Kids are in. That's what has happened. Muppets out. Garbage Pail Kids in. All right. Tug, the transcript that you sent me from
Saturday.
Okay, yeah, this one only comes up with 12 mentions of Bruce. That can't be the right one.
Yeah, that's the
It is?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. It's the right one.
I did not find.
That is the right one.
All right. Well, there's some good stuff in here for sure, but I didn't find the one.
Give me a second. I'll have to pull it. Yeah, because I checked it with the because I can't remember. I thought it was the Saturday one, but I asked AI to, because when I pull it up on the site will give me an AI breakdown, and I'm like, what does it say? What does this one say about Bruce? You know. What does this say?
Oh, yeah. Well, it says a lot of things about him.
Yeah, but it tells me that specific thing about him and his, his betrayal, essentially.
Yeah,
like
that's the thing
money.
I didn't find. I don't know what timestamp that is at. I got the money stuff.
It says Bruce's involvement. It says, it goes through the and it says, however, there are some concerns and discussions within the community about Bruce's handling of funds and legal matters. For examples, it's mentioned that the money Bruce raised for Ohio lawyer was mishandled. Michelle ended up, quote unquote, screwing it up. There's also questions about how Bruce used money and, overall, his actions in there. So that is the right one.
Yep, that's the right one. That is the right one. We got it. And I have it highlighted and ready to go. Okay,
you found it. All right.
Yeah. Listen, chat. The chat is pushing back on. They love their Muppets. You can keep your Muppets, put them in a file to bring
Actually,
them back
take your
out.
Muppet and make it a Garbage Pail Kid, and it'll be much easier to get around the damn AI filters.
That's
where it
true.
tells
Although
you can't use a real person.
It didn't have a problem doing it because I said, "Can you make one of me?" And it said, "Sure, upload a picture of you." So maybe if you just say, "This is me. Can you make one of me?" It will. But yeah, listen, just put your Muppets in a folder, and we can always go back to your icons that you like. But I'm just saying, I would love to see the Garbage Hales Kids hilarity, because whenever the ecosystem tries to make something funny, they do it wrong. And I like showing them how you guys do it right. Because you do. You guys always do it right. You guys do it the funny way. And they never do. And it's such a disappointment. They're such a disappointment. They have no sense of humor. And their sense of humor is just awful. Oh, I think I already got one. Hold on. Let me check my email. I think someone has already sent me one. Let's see. What do we have here? This is perfect. See, look. Long Helen. I love it. Garbage Hales kids. This is great. God, they're funny. They're really funny.
Yeah, I think we have a lot of fun with these.
Yeah, we could have a ton of fun. A ton of fun. Unlike Paint Chips, who is a ton, just not of fun. It's a ton of something, but not fun. Why can't they? What is the chat saying? Why trash Muppets? I'm turning a Muppet picture of me into a garbage pail kid. That's funny. I didn't like them the first time, said Valley. You know, I wasn't a big fan of them the first time either, but this strikes me funnier this time for some reason. My parents wouldn't let me have them. They were very anti-garbage pail kid. They were too vulgar for my mother. She didn't like them, which I kind of agreed. At the time, they were pretty gross. Pretty gross.
It's so interesting how they the whole idea of what is vulgar and gross has changed over decades, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Shows you that, I mean, it shows you the sensibilities, like with the 80s versus now.
Yeah, it's true. Everything is so much worse now. Although the one thing that is, you know what I've noticed, and this was having little kids, you want to show them the movies that you watched as a kid, right? And I remembered one of the movies that I loved was Harry and the Hendersons, about Bigfoot with John Lithgow.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, a great movie. I put this in for my kids who were at the time probably the same age I was when I watched it, like 8 and 4, maybe, like around that age, right? I put in the movie. Within 2 minutes, there have been like 10 swear words, and I mean bad ones, that like calling them a dick and like making penis jokes and like so much. I think there was like bad ones, like there was an F word, and I immediately lunged for the remote and I was like, whoa, I don't remember this. I don't remember any of this.
Oh, the 80s, man. The 80s rolling into the 90s. Yeah. A lot of the humor that you thought was clean and wonderful. Some interesting language.
Right?
In it, so.
I just didn't remember it. As a kid, I don't remember there being all that swearing in it. And it was so inappropriate for kids. It was so bad. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe what we watched. But the crazy part is, while the 80s had like all the swearing and like a lot of nudity, there was like a lot of like Porky's kind of stuff. It feels like some of the movies now are worse with their I don't even know what to call it, like fake morality maybe. Like they've gotten rid of the swearing, but the other stuff they're shoving in is so much worse. So much worse. So if I had to pick, I'm gonna go with the swearing and the topless chicks in at the frat house, because I think that's less worrisome than like the hidden messages and everything that's weird. Yeah, Revenge of the Nerds. Remember that movie? Oh my God, I loved that movie. I loved it so much. I know you don't remember any cursing in Harry and the Hendersons, but trust me, it's there. Like really bad cursing, like in the first 10 minutes. And the kids are mouthing off to their parents and like just being awful and like little bitches. Like just terrible. Yeah.
I haven't watched that in forever. It's like an 87 movie or so. John Lithgow goes on to become our Trinity Killer. Woohoo!
Oh man, the Trinity Killer was the absolute scariest.
Actually, I remember the first time though I saw him as a really bad guy in something. He was in that movie Raising Cain, and he's a killer in that. And yeah, I was like, man, I really could see him as a killer. He does, he had some of the best lines, like, the cat's in the bag and the bag's in the river, talking about people.
I've never seen Raising Cain. I should.
He's creepy in it. I mean, it works out pretty well, but it shows you like you can see the Trinity Killer.
I forgot to tell you that my husband and I tried to watch The Thing. We couldn't make it through it. We had to turn it off.
Oh my God, that is the best classic horror movie ever.
We couldn't make it through. It was too gross. It was too
Yeah, the
gross.
guy who, you think about this. So the guy who made all of those, those are all practical effects. He built those things. Every one of them, no CGI, no nothing.
It was
He
too
figured out there was
gross.
no
We couldn't
blueprint.
handle it.
Amazing.
We couldn't
Great
handle it.
stuff.
So you found our weakness. We can't handle like the gore. It was too much.
You know what's funny is that released the same time as E.T.
Oh, did it? Well, I mean,
Did.
here's the thing. I still kind of want to finish it, and we said we were probably going to, but we needed to take it in stages because we just had enough of the grossness for one evening. Because we both are like, I kind of want to know what happens. Like, I want to know how this ends. But we couldn't keep watching. We were getting so grossed out. It was brutal. I did not like that thing with the two heads that was melded together and the
out in the snow,
it's just awful. And then like it comes back to life and like ew. I just hated it. Harry and the Hendersons I don't think it was PG. I think it was PG-13 actually. And if it was PG, I'm telling you, they changed the what was acceptable for PG movies since then.
Yeah, it was a PG movie.
Okay, well, back in the 80s, PG meant big time swearing. Okay, like it was, I couldn't believe it. I was lunging for the remote, like, oh, never mind, we're not watching that. I know it's not real, chat. I know that gross stuff is not real. It's just that it makes me feel queasy.
It's not just that. You've never watched horror movies. That's what people have to remember. Like Megan never ever watched horror movies. So
no,
that's a jump there. You got to remember that
PG really tough for me.
PG-13 didn't come in until 1984. So PG-13 was relatively new when things like Harry the Hendersons came along anyway. You know, Gremlins caused that when they microwaved that gremlin. They caused PG-13 to because that was a brutal scene, and people were like, "How is that? How is that for kids?" You know. And, so it birthed freaking PG-13, but it had only been around a few years, and they had not gotten used to it. They get better about it, you know, but you still had a bunch of movies like around that time that you're like, maybe that should have a little bit of a warning with it, but no.
Yeah, we had different ideas back then about what kids could watch. I mean, even like Goonies, it has tons of swearing in it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Tons of swearing.
Yeah.
And that was a kid's movie. Like that was meant for kids.
That's what made it awesome, because it was forbidden, you know, at the time. Like these days, swearing is everywhere. But, you know, then swearing was there, but it wasn't in our media and everything else. It wasn't in every song you heard.
But now it's everywhere, and it's in our media. It's weird because it's in the media in some ways, but not in kids programming anymore, and yet all the kids are using it. It's very strange. Back then it was in all of our media, but we weren't allowed to say those words. So it wasn't like you heard a bunch of your friends, unless there were no adults around, talking
we
like
didn't
that
have
regularly.
we didn't have songs trending like wet a. I'm not going to say the rest
Yeah.
of it, you know?
Here, that's okay. Ben Shapiro can.
Wet ass P word.
There you go.
I am me. That was a different time. It was an interesting
totally
time.
different. A definitely different time. It definitely different standards for kids. I also think the parents were less paying attention to what their kids were watching.
Yeah.
In a way, it was almost like you were on your own. And there wasn't a whole lot of parental supervision. We were all latchkey kids. We were all coming home and watching whatever we wanted, whenever we wanted to.
My mom was really against like horror and stuff. She was like, no, but you know, my dad, and after they had divorced, like I'd go over every other weekend, and my dad was like, I don't want to deal with this. Like, you rent whatever the hell you want. His thing was, I'm going to take you to the video store. You get 5 movies and leave me alone. So I was like, hell yeah. I get whatever I want. So I watched some pretty messed up stuff as a kid like that.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I just got a Garbage Pail Kid that is so cute. Oh my gosh. This one is so great. Look at her. She's all glitter sparkly and she's wearing my sweatshirt. Janice, yes. Look at this. She's puking glitter. Funny. This is great. Look at the glitter everywhere. I love this. This is so funny. I gotta zoom in. Look at the glitter in her hair and everywhere. The dogs. And she's wearing my For Fox's Sake sweatshirt. This is perfect. Oh my gosh. This is great. She said she used Copilot, so maybe Copilot does a good job too. You could try Copilot as well. Gosh, yeah, we had just a couple of channels too back then. ABC, CBS, NBC, and PBS. I was only supposed to watch PBS, but when my mom was working and my dad was always working, I would watch whatever. Like I liked I Dream of Jeannie, and you know what I really loved that I wish they would do some more? I wish they would put movies on TV, you know, movies that are edited for TV, because then you could watch all the movies you wanted to. If they were rated R, they would edit them down for TV anyway, and so they would then be okay to watch. That's something that nobody does anymore, which is too bad, because watching movies for TV is always better because anybody can watch them.
That's how I first saw the thing. They had a TV edit of it, and it came
Oh,
out
I
on,
bet it was so
Halloween.
much better. I bet I could
it
watch
was
that one.
actually horrifying as a little bitty kid, because I saw it as a little kid, and right after that, you know, we went trick or treating. I said, "Oh my god!" I remember being a little kid, and I watched the movie. I don't know if you've ever seen it, Empire of the Ants, with gigantic ants that take over Florida.
Oh, that sounds familiar. I think I did. I remember those giant monster movies that had like lots of giant things that, yeah, I watched all those.
Well,
They
when I
were on
watched,
TV.
When I watched Empire of the Ants, I was like a little bitty kid, and I thought it was real. You know, I was that little. I didn't understand it because, you know, again, you didn't have all that on it. And my grandparents had gone to Florida. I was like, oh my god, I hope they don't get eaten by giants. I remember that well. You know, from when you're really little, you don't remember a lot. You know, as you go forward. But I still remember that because I was so stressed out they were going to be eaten by giants. Oh shit.
All right, so, oh gosh, Hard Hat Matt. This one is hilarious too. Check this out. Check this one out. I love it. His hand is melting and his leg is melting. He's like spackling his leg onto the ground. Oh, this is so weird, but also
good.
Hilarious. This is a good one.
Yeah, did you watch back in the day? Did you watch the TV version of Harry and the Hendersons? Is that what you're thinking of?
No, the movie. I know there
there's
was
a TV. No, I'm saying there was a TV safe version. So there was a version with no profanity.
Right, there was. Yeah, that's true. But that came out way after the movie. I'm talking about the movie, and the movie had some.
Yeah, I'm saying there's a TV edit. I don't remember what year let me see. In the Hendersons, because they had the movie,
this is a
but it
good
had a
one
TV
too.
edit.
Look at this one. This is a good one too. Garbage Hale's kid, baby got. Look at the Dungeons and Dragons and the little demons all over the place. This is great. You guys are so creative. I love it. I'm getting a bunch of them in my email now. Everybody's sending them over. What is this one? Hold on, there's another one.
It doesn't tell me what year they edited it for TV. They had the show, but the show came out in 91. But I don't remember what year they made there was a TV edit of Harry and the Hendersons. I'd forgotten about that, actually. So It's good somebody in the chat mentioned there was a TV edit of the movie. I was like, yeah, that's right. I remember it because I saw it, and they probably took out all the profanity.
Renee, I just got yours. This is so funny. Renee Retro Relic. Look at this. This is so cute. Look how cute. So funny.
That's funny.
AKA the cat lady says, that's how I saw Nightmare on Elm Street when I was 7. WGN was playing it as the Sunday afternoon movie, and I was terrified. And I slept with my parents for 4 weeks.
Well, that's like Fox. Okay, before Fox, there was 2, 4, 5, and then you had like maybe 2 random, like you had channel 8, which it'd be like some QVC crap, and then you'd get like martial arts and history stuff. But then when Fox popped up, they started leading with horror. They had like this block of it. They had Freddy's Nightmares at Night. That's where X-Files came out. It was creepy, man. I remember all that.
Oh my gosh, look at this one. This is so good. God, some of these are so good. This one is fantastic. It really look like the old ones. Buffed old man. Look at this one. He looks like a. Oh God,
There
this
you
is
go.
great. These are so good. Oh, Jeremy, you need to do a whole set of these. These would be hilarious. You should do a whole set of them. God, these are so funny.
Yeah.
They'd be like the Law Tube cards, but better.
Yeah. Garbage Hales kids. And that's the way
Garbage
to go.
Hales kids. We just came up with $1 million idea for you, Jeremy. $1 million idea. Make it happen. Because I would love to see these go on Whatnot. I think they'd go crazy. We need to make one with Jeremy and George too. Oh my gosh, would that be funny? Oh, I love it. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I want to get to the fun part of the evening, which is Rumble. And I last time it worked out that I read super chats on Rumble, so I think we'll do that again. So we don't have to go through super chats right now. We'll just save it to the end of the show like normal. But let's get your Rumble links ready to go. Chat. If you are on the replay, by the way, make sure that you go to the description of the video. You will find the Rumble link in the description. Right now, the mods are going to drop the Rumble link, or I will, and I'll pin it as soon as I get it. I have to open up Rumble. Here it is. All right, I'm headed over to the studio. Here is the Rumble link. And I'm going to pin it to the top of the chat. Then we are going over to Rumble, where we are going to do what we always do here and show you exactly what the ecosystem is saying in their own words, which is very important. We can't do that here because when we do, they strike our channels falsely, even though it's fair use. And so that's why we go over to Rumble. And I want to say thank you very much for supporting the show on YouTube with the super chats and with super tips so that we can go over to Rumble and do this, because it's very important that you hear what they have to say out of their own mouths, that you don't take our word for it, that you hear it directly from the flea bags and what they're actually saying. So Rumble is a place we can do that without being harassed, because they don't have AI systems that are just immediately striking channels. So when you see, if you're on the replay and you want to know which part of the Rumble stream to go to, all you have to do is look for the little Rumble guy from the wrestling that I pull up here. Fast forward all the way to that guy, and then that's where we will pick it up. So we are going to be saying goodbye to YouTube right now, and we're going to be saying hello to Rumble. So get that link, get on over there, and no, you do not have to pay anyone to sign up for Rumble. You just need to go on your browser, click the link, and it should open up just like YouTube. You can make an account if you want to, but you do not have to pay for it. It is free. Please don't email me and say, I had to put my credit card in. You don't have to. Trust me on this. All right, Tug, you ready to Rumble?
I am indeed.
All right, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen,